So I want to fill some containers, then we can move on to some bright light. So last time we had started working on the tomatoes, so there are still a few containers left. How are you today? Let me get some stones. got the stones. That is the state of the garden soil. This one is good. So I want to transfer them to the light once I fill them. So let me transfer this. also this one. Then we can also use this one. One at a time because they're heavy. Time for this one to also go in. So I'm thinking I will need like 4 or 5 for the seedlings that we have, the good seedlings. One, two, three, four. You can do four of them. And if there are more, I will transplant them later. So remember, when I was arranging these containers, I have extras so that I can be able to also start more as the tomatoes continue to grow. I will have containers to start the suckers, so I'm not going to use all of them. Then the others that we transplanted last time are right here. Let me move you so that you can be able to see. Yes, those are the other seedlings, looking good. So now I want to take you inside where there's more light so that we start working on these seedlings, the ones that we never transplanted. I still have to work on lighting, so working outside is a challenge at the moment, but we will make it. At least when I get some good lighting, I'll be able to also give a good tour. That is my new chili plant that is flowering already. So let's go inside. Oh, and by the way, the other containers are here. Let me just see if I can give a... That is our strawberry. That is by the that is this is from last season leeks. We still have some few cabbages. There we have eggplants. There we have our papaya and the onions. Here we have our okra. I've never given an update of the radish. Whether it looks like that. It looks like that. And we still have melon. For the melon, there's a space somewhere there. This light is not bright enough, eh? Somewhere at the where you see yellow containers, eh? So that is where I'm going to transplant the watermelon. So today I will give an update later. I'll give an update later. You'll also be able to see the other flowers that I have just around the garden. The lighting is the issue. Lighting is the issue. Yes. Back to our position. Here I know you'll be able to see much better. Oh, I've forgotten to bring the seedlings. Let me bring the seedlings. Forgotten to bring the seedlings. So this is what we worked on for night 41, and you see it is looking good. There's quite an improvement already after transplanting them from the sand. So today, apart from the tomatoes, I also want to start some more seeds, and I've never given an update of the garlic, so I'll give an update of the garlic. We start some more seeds. I have avocado seeds. Then I also have pineapple that I want to start. Pineapple takes quite long before you get to harvest anything, but at least as we just keep on growing. And I have one in the garden, just where I've been showing you the containers. There is one right there, still small. So then I have another one that is already in water. I had already started rooting, so I wanted to start rooting these ones with you. So many things to be done. I hope I'll be able to finish. I also got some ash, and I have some what is this called? This is free nitrogen fertilizer. Supplies good amount of nitrogen, so I have it here. Now I will start with the tomatoes. For what I'll not be able to finish, I will need to push it. We will continue as we go on. So let me get the seedlings that I've forgotten outside. And by the way, I'm still saving my banana peels. The banana peels and the orange peels. So I'm still saving them for our garden. So got the last few tomato seedlings, but even the ones we have already transplanted are good enough, because I know we will get suckers. And this thing was outside. Now there's one seedling that has decided to, to dry. This is grass. So today I get to show you how I plant in these containers that are covered like this. Hoping you can see well. Like that. So the first step, I want to make the hole. The planting holes with my, by the way, my screw is somewhere outside there and I've not seen it, and it is dark. And that is why we've run away from there. So we'll go tomorrow, at least over the weekend. I have more time. To work in the garden. I have to get rid of some weeds, but remember also I've not been so fast in doing that because my ground is still bare, so the weeds have at least been maintaining the soil moisture content. So I've not been so fast in removing the weeds. And then it is not, it is like the grass that I need to remove, it is like the one that sticks on you when you walk around, so it becomes, it is best removed. That is what I would say. It's better to remove it than to leave it there. But then at least with the ground cover, my ground is not that dry already. So it has been like how many days? Now it should be more than 7 days. Yeah, more than 7 days without the rains. So that is how I make the hole for this one. More than 7 days without the rains, but you have seen, even when I was showing you how I was filling the container for transplanting, and you saw that the the soil is still, it is not dry. Initially here, when it becomes like really dry, now we will have an issue with dust. It becomes dusty And sometimes our weather is just windy. If you watch some of the videos I did when I was planting the cucumbers, when I was planting the zucchinis, when I had a big problem when I was planting the sunflowers, but the sunflowers are looking good. I did not show you the sunflowers out there. They're looking really nice. When I was planting the sunflowers, the zucchini, and I had a problem with the pollination, it was just dry, dusty, and windy. So now here we are alternating from very heavy rainfall, the flooding, and now we are going back to dry weather, and that is what the weatherman said. Excuse me. So let me get more water. Before I transplant, I have to give some deep watering, so that helps to just detangle the roots that are tangled together. Because good thing is that I'm using big seedling containers. Wow. So once I water like that, hello, happy Punjabi family. welcome. Thanks for tuning in to my night garden. So that is the root. Looks like that. The first leaves have already fallen off. Remember when you were transplanting the other ones, they had the other first leaves. So this one, they've fallen off. That is why I was saying you can remove them. Because for tomatoes, even on the side here on the stem, the roots, you can be able to get more roots. And that means that your plant will be stronger. Because with a good rooting system, it means it can take up water efficiently. Then also adding composts and other soil amendments like the ash. I've shown you the ash that today I brought. The compost, the manure, so your plant becomes stronger. That is it. So there is one that has given up. I don't know if, let me just leave it. Take a good one. So the hole is quite deep, so that the plant can be stronger as it continues shooting up. So those are two. So now we are here. Now for this one, what I do, so when I'm cutting this container, I don't remove the top completely. The other one that we were cutting yesterday, you saw that for night 41, instead of cutting this side, this top side, I chose to remove this other side. And by the way, I will show you what I will do with the tops as we go on. They are still useful in the garden. So this one, I just open the top. Now when I'm planting, the planting hole will be right here. This will be the planting hole. And then when I'm watering, you can water through this point or behind here. So here, by opening it like this, what I usually do is that I place a stone like on the sides, so it remains open like that. So it is easy to come and water, and even if it rains, some rain will still get inside. Then here, I know the plant will be comfortable here because the root will not be that thick. Like the space is quite big. And I've grown zucchinis, I've grown chili, what is it called, capsicum, bell pepper, and what else, cucumbers, using this method, and I did harvest. So it works. At least this way, I get to cover the surface of the container and conserve water. Now, especially if the plant, like for tomatoes, you know, it will just shoot up and it will not like be covering the surface of the container completely. For the strawberry that I've shown you outside, you have seen how it has covered, it has opened up beautifully, and it's still opening up and covering up the surface of the container. Now, for strawberry, if I was to do it here, it would be a bit tricky because remember how, if you look at how strawberry grows from the bottom part there, the tip where the root starts and where the plant shoots up, sometimes it can be tricky because it may be hard for the plant to come up, unless now you just have to find a way to support it well. But then for other plants that are just shooting up and I'm going to support them, this hole is good enough. So here the first thing is to water. Then I use my screw. Then also this space, if I need to add compost, if I need to add more soil, it is still okay. So I'm pushing more soil to the, I hope it is. When I water, the soil will always like go down and find its own level. So even for the other containers, I still have to add. Then I also ensure that there's enough space for compost and even for watering, because if you come and water lightly and you just see that the topsoil is wet, but then the water has not seeped down, it means the water has not gotten to the roots. Like that. Where is my where is my oh I'm looking for you. I am looking for you. So like that. This one also does not have the first leaves. So once I've made a deep hole, I'll just push it in like that. So now it's just the same level as this other. Transplant in this other container style. So how many seedlings do we have left? Now we have beets here. And maybe like five other seedlings. That we can work on. Then the beets, I have like the huge containers in the garden. For the beets, just a few, because remember I will plant only a few for these containers, because for these containers beets, like 2 would even be crowding. because if the beet opens up really well, two would be like they would be really crowded in this space, unless I use a container that is open like that, the wide seedling containers, because it opens up widely, especially if it gets the water it needs, and you also harvest some leaves, because you can eat the beet leaves. We've enjoyed the beet greens, so I know you can enjoy them, but then you have to choose whether you want to get like the perfect beets, or you want to enjoy the greens. You have to sacrifice one. When you keep on harvesting, you will see, I will show you how the beets become with time, because now it is like you have turned the plant to, you want the plant to just give you the fresh beet greens instead of waiting for the beetroot itself. There's usually a difference. So now I wanted to do, how many things do I have to do? I have to move this, and I also have to give you a close look, because I don't want to start anything else that we'll have to go halfway again. So let me just adjust this and give you an update of that container, a close look, just in a few. So this is what I have today, and I think it must be one of the nights 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 that I was telling you I have an avocado seedling. I have an avocado seedling, but I started it directly in soil. But then the same container where the seedling is, I also have some other plants. Now the issue is this: when the original plant in that container was lemongrass, but where I placed it, there are other seeds that fell there. Then somebody also placed an avocado seed there. So the avocado seed has sprouted, has become big. Then we also have tomatoes, and we have the lemongrass. We also have tamarind and also casuarina in the same container. So it is a whole mix. I said I will bring it, but now the tomatoes, it already has some little fruits. So once we remove the little fruits, I'll be able now to separate and have the avocado seedling alone, the lemongrass alone. I have more lemongrass outside there. I did not show you. I passed so fast. So where I was showing you the other containers, there's lemongrass right there. So I will have to separate the seedlings, but then I was giving the tomato time. So I want to start these seeds again. Now last time I started, by there I started another one also, just in soil, without the need to stand it in water. But then after transplanting it to the garden, that is also the time that we got a prolonged dry season, and so many of the things I had started, they dried, because now what we use is the borehole water, and the little water that I've said, the little rainwater. So if we don't get plenty of water, and I also get to reuse water from the kitchen to grow. So many of the crops, because watering this whole area is you need to use a lot of water, so sometimes it is hard. So I want to start them directly in soil, and I hope they will be good. And this time round, maybe I will keep them longer I will maintain them longer in containers before transplanting them outside, because I would love if I can have, by the way, the pomegranate tree has it is flowering and soon I will share a video. I will give an update again. I gave an update of the chili. I need to give an update of the capsicum, the groundnuts, and what else? The sweet potato is also looking good, and and the sugarcane, and now the pomegranate tree. So those ones I still need to give updates. And by the way, we have like nice okra, apart from the others that I've just shown you outside there. There's also nice okra that I need to give an update. Then we also have the other traditional vegetables that people would say they are, for some they are weeds because they are wild, but if you know how to prepare them, they're nutritious vegetables. Now I will give an update, because I'm seeing if I start this, our hour is like far much gone. So let me just give an update of what we have on the table. So here, so this is sufficient for watering, sufficient if you need to add soil. As long as I just have something here to hold it, it is good enough. So the plant goes here, then I will support it. Remember, I will take it to the tomato corner where I was filling the containers. So I will take it back to that corner there. So this one, for this one, I don't have to really worry about the support like the cucumber. For the cucumber, at least we have just one in a container, and I think maybe I will start some more. Yeah, and I had said that we need to start more seeds. We need to start more seeds, and by there our flower is still looking good. It is still looking good, nice and fresh, but I need to transplant it by there. These are roots that you see here, so I just use this container, this vase, as a container just to stand them. The flowers have all fallen, but they will open up again, I know, from this point. The others also still need to work on them. So this is what we started. This is for night 41, and you see the difference. You look at that, so it's already shooting. And even this one, see? So I squeezed so many in this container. This is a 10-liter container, but the one that has the others that we started are in 20 liters. They're in a bigger container. So we'll get to compare what if you use a small container compared to using a bigger container, what you end up getting. Then I never gave an update of our garlic. Remember our garlic where but then there's still some here. And I'd said I will do companion planting because garlic can go well with the eggplant. The eggplant is still outside there. I've shown you the eggplant, and the eggplant, even for the which other plant I will show you. So this is how our garlic looks so far. Look at that. nice and strong. So we did not plant any leeks. I've shown you the leeks that I planted last season. Just a few are remaining out there. So those are among the plants that I want to start later. I want to start the green onions again. I want to start the leeks. I want to add some more cucumbers. And this time now, if I am adding cucumbers, I will have to find a spot for them. It will not be in containers because moving them will be an issue. So I had prepared a container to start this. And the trick with this is that, when you stand it in water, it's easy to see now when it's the roots start shooting. But now when in soil, you never see that, and you can neglect watering. So the trick is to have them close to me where I can monitor watering, make sure that the soil remains moist, so that finally it can grow the roots, and then I can transfer them now. For each one of them will need its own container. Then I said I have some pineapples and we cannot work on it. We can't work on it today. Time is up. Our hour is like up, gone. Time is up. So look at that. That is growing from the tray, by the way. So this, I had preserved this to grow in the garden. I have already prepared a spot for the garden. These ones are for the garden. I will not add more to containers because I already have 3. So we are comparing using a small container, using a big container. We are also comparing if you have a cane set with two eyes or growth buds, and if you have cane sets with only one eye, like this is one eye, one growth bud. And also for this tray, I think there is one with 2. Then the others also, I will take them to the garden. Now our hour is up. There's still so much more to be done, but so far so good. At least we are proceeding on well. For the plants that we started, we've been managed to transplant most of them. Then I will update. I will bring the records. I'm still updating the records, so that at least at the end of it, we can be able to just compare and see how everything worked out and how it is on the ground. Because gardening is interesting. You may start something and you may have to start it again. Then you may have also to start what do you say, backup plans. So maybe you may start a crop and it does not make it, and you feel bad. No, that is what gardening is all about. It's just taking care of it, tending the crops every day. Like now, this one gave up. Look at that. But at least we have some that are fine, and the others that I've shown you there. So that is it for night 42. Catch me live night 43. Bye.